Well, good evening, folks. Dave Jorgensen here once more with my beloved Super Affiliate Network video challenge. And I'd like to entitle this Keep Your Eyes on the Goal. Don't get sidetracked. It reminds me of a little story I'd like to share with you, a couple little stories. I used to live in Orleans, California, and we lived up on the mountain. Everything's up and down, it's steep. We lived on a hillside and all the houses around us. And one day I was out working in my garden, and the friends lived up above in a little cabin, and down the road comes this little gal. Her name was April. She wouldn't mind me using this. But anyway, she had just gotten a new bicycle. I don't know if it was new or used, but anyway, she was learning to ride it. And I hear her coming down the road, and she says, "Hey, Dave, look at me." Guess what happened? She crashed. Now, why did she crash? Why did she crash? It was so funny. I mean, she didn't get hurt, but, she got right back up on it and took off again, But she crashed because she took her eyes off from the goal. She was new at it, and she needed to be paying attention to what she was doing, not me. She wanted to know if I was seeing. I saw all right. It made me chuckle, but it also reminded me when I was a kid. I was very competitive in everything that I did. And a bunch of the neighbor kids, my friends, we decided to go down. This was in Fortuna, California. We decided to go down to the other friend's house, and there were about 4 or 5 of us. And we took off on our bicycles from my house, and I lived on a steep little hill. I lived up on the level, but, there was a little a paved road with some, it was chip and seal, and you got that gravel in areas. And I took off on my bike, and I just was going like crazy, and I'm way ahead of everybody else. And I turned around to see if they were watching. And guess what? I had a very bad crash. And I was just a little guy back then, and I was a boo-hooing and a crying all the way home, and anyway, but why did I crash? I crashed because I got detoured. I wanted to know if anybody saw me, how good I was doing. I was doing good, all right, until I hit a bump, and I got all scraped up. Last I knew, I still had a scar on my hip from it. But why did I crash? We got to keep our eyes focused. I think of the Super Affiliate Network and all of the overwhelm. We sometimes think we got to go fast. Fast is good. That's massive action, but that isn't really where it's at. You need to keep your eyes focused on where you're headed. And if you get sidetracked on too many of the other things, like different types of, you need to set your goal on one thing and master that, and then set your goal on the next thing that you want to learn, and learn that, and then you won't crash while you're learning. You're still learning the other thing, and so you're crashing it, and you don't get anywhere after you crash. You have to get up and start all over again. And so I just like to use that little message is keep your eyes on your goal. What is your goal? Are you listening to this because you would like to do better? I'm here because I have found the only thing that I have found in my almost 2 years, 72, I'll be in next month, and I have found the only thing that I have ever found that can make a difference in my future. And I just wish that I had found it sooner. And I wish I hadn't stalled off, uh, not getting sidetracked, trying to worry about too much at once. And I've got myself focused now, and I'm not crashing again. I'm going steady, and it won't be long, and my goals will be met, and I'll be back out in Oregon. I want to build my own private little museum. I have all these goals, and the Super Affiliate Network is going to fulfill those goals. And so if you're interested in what I'm doing, click the link below, and anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.